Pat, the scratching of Rocket Man from the Krisflyer, obviously very disappointing.
Yeah, it was a huge decision on all of us. Between myself, Fred, the vets, the stable, it's a huge disappointment to all of us. The size, we've worked hard at it, and but eventually we took the decision on his well-being.
What exactly is the problem with him?
Well, he's got a ligament, extended ligament that's had a bit of a slight, what you can say, strain, and obviously it could get worse. You know, the more we work him and the more you stress him, it can get worse. And I'd like to start working on it before it gets any worse, and before we get any strain. It's a type of injury, as you can see, he's not unsound on it. I could send him out now to go and have a gallop, but then the consequences you never know. So I'd rather nip it in the bud straight away, get working on him, and bring him back for the future.
Is it an injury that you suspect he picked up maybe during Dubai or shortly after Dubai?
You know, it's one of those injuries. It's a sports injury. I've had one playing squash. It's like twisting an ankle. You just put your foot wrong. I can't blame any tracks or any courses or whatever. But speed does take a huge concern. And when they went 23 in Dubai for the first 6, I was a worried man. When he pulled up, looked 100% sound. Brought him back, and first steady canter, well, then we saw a bit of a tweak there, and we managed to get him to the Lion City, which we always thought we could, and obviously monitored every day, and to see the best, the well-being of him. Hopefully we could try get him through the Krisflyer and then the rest. But there comes a time with these type of injuries where you've got to say stop, or it can be detrimental to the horses as well.
How did you pick him up? Because he's obviously not sore or anything, and to a layperson, to myself, I can't really notice too many problems with him. But as a trainer, was it just one morning you noticed something different about him?
Yeah, no, obviously we know him like the back of our hands, and these type of injuries, you do get a bit of swelling and you get a bit of heat. So as soon as you get swelling and heat in those areas, you've got to take note. And obviously first of all we thought maybe he just knocked himself being fresh from coming back from spelling. From the quarantine, but straight away I said rather scan, let's see if it is a knock or if it isn't a knock, and it could even be a knock because you never know how these injuries occur. Could have put his foot wrong, whatever. Could have rolled in the box. You never know how they happen, but it's a sporting injury.
He came back from the fracture, of course, as a 3-year-old. Obviously, this is not as severe, but as a 6-year-old, are you confident you're going to get him back from this?
Yeah, fractures always a huge worry. Ligaments as well, because obviously ligaments, you've got to give them a lot of time to heal, and they take, I think, maybe as long if you do it the right way. But today, you have got plenty of machinery that helps the injury a lot better. In the old days, we just had the old ice and the hose pipe, but today we've got a lot of machinery, and he's got everything going for him. We haven't stopped with him since the injury, and as you can see, it's working.
What are the plans? Have you had time to sit down and think, the wish list for maybe later on this season and into next year?
Well, there's a few options. Obviously, we got a race in England in October. We got the Manakota in Australia. All depends on their quarantine. We got Hong Kong, and then I'd like to take him back to Dubai next year and for the Krisflyer. It's a bittersweet because I could race him. It's a bittersweet pill. The bitterness is, I think he would have won, and quite convincingly, and I was very confident. And the sweetness is we got him here. He's safe, he's sound, and we know what it is, and we'll get to the bottom of it and fix it.
Okay, well, good luck with the recovery of Rocket Man. Disappointing for Sunday, but back for another day, hopefully.
Oh yeah, definitely.